Welcome back to LPB Racing. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and we hope you enjoy the content that you're about to see. LPB Racing presents the LPB N300 Touring Series. This is round 1, race 2 from AUTOPOLIS. Hi everyone, and welcome back to LPB Racing, to the LPB N300 Touring Series here on GTSport. This is race 2 of round 1 at AUTOPOLIS. Let's take you through the grid for this one. So it is reverse of the grid of the previous race. So it is Woo Woo on the front row with TY because they disconnected from the last one, so they are at the front in this one. We've got Thundercats in 3rd place. In the TT, we've got Firepower in the Focus in 4th. Nifty is 5th in the Genesis with Will 6th in the Type R. We've got the TT of Twerdy in 7th with the Domingos Type R in 8th. 9th is Unforgiven in his Type R with Cyrex in 10th, Bidster 11th in their TTs. Then we've got the Crown Athletes of Techno, Pash and Neil 12th, 13th and 14th with Scott at the back in 15th place after winning the last race. So judging by the pace of the guys at the back, this should be quite an entertaining race as they come through the field, so we'll see if they can do it as we get ready for the lights to go on the tree. The Focus will be quite slow. Expect the TTs to be in the lead in the first corner. Watch out for TY and Thunder as you get going. TY takes the lead of the race. Thunder goes straight to 2nd place. Will gets a good start in the Type R actually on the outside as you go down towards turn 1. As we go down towards turn 1, it's TY from Thunder, Woo Woo on the outside, everyone else in the middle, with Bidster going on the inside of Domingo. Unforgiven gets shuffled out a little bit there, with Pash at the back, Scotty into 13th already, Neil Farmack and Techno and the 2 Skittles cars at the back, as we look at the Focus of Woo Woo on the inside of both TTs into the corner. Woo Woo takes 2 for 1, as Nifty and Will go side by side. Thunder's onto the grass, as Woo Woo takes 2 Audis in one corner. Incredible move there from Woo Woo, and then Nifty on the outside of Will there, into the next corner. Nifty on the inside in the Hyundai, Will on the outside in the Honda. Side by side as you go out the corner, Cyrex is ahead of Thunder. Bidster's in there as well. They're all trying to get past Thunder here, as Thunder's not quite got the pace of the other cars around him. Bidster's right behind him now. Domingo on the outside in the Honda as well. All up the hill, TY, Woo Woo, Twerdy's your top 3, then Cyrex, Nifty and Will side by side up the hill. Will on the inside in the Honda, trying to use the power up the hill, breaking now into the hairpin that goes off camber down the hill. Cyrex into 4th. Will, looking at 4th as well, but Ninja gets shuffled out. Domingo 7th as well behind them. So across the line out the corner, it is TY in the lead in the TT. Woo Woo is 2nd in the Focus, hoping not to disconnect this time, these two. Twerdy 3rd, Cyrex 4th, Will 5th, Domingo 6th, Ninja 7th and Bidster 8th. That is your top 8 as you go down towards turn 1. Will going past Cyrex on the inside, Domingo trying to get past Nifty as well, and he does so. Domingo moves into 6th place ahead of Nifty Dark Ninja. Will gets past Cyrex in the Honda as well. Cyrex goes down to 5th in the TT. There's the Jaffa Cakes car of Ninja in 7th. Domingo looking at the inside of Cyrex now into the next corners, but Cyrex in the 4-wheel drive Audi gets the advantage, and this is where the Audi will be strong into this section. Meanwhile, further back we've got Pash, Thunder, Neil and Scott all together. They've passed Firepower as well as TY and Woo Woo get together at the hairpin. And now we've got Ninja and Domingo leaning on each other through the corner. The Hyundai leaning on the Honda leaning on the Hyundai, and Bidster wanting to try and get involved but not take his teammate out. As you go into the corner there, Bidster on the inside. You're going to stay behind Nifty up the hill. Might give him a little nudge if you can give him one up the hill to try and help him out. Cyrex behind Will. Domingo with the Jaffa Cakes duo behind him. Into the hairpin at the far end. Cyrex will close up on Will here. There he is right on the inside line. And Ninja, well, in fact, Bidster goes wide there a bit. There's Unforgiven in 9th. We've got Neil Farmack and the Skittles Crown Athlete up to 10th. Pash is 11th and Scott now to 12th. So Thundercats has been shuffled down to the back. Thundercat not feeling too well in this one. He's feeling a bit under the weather, but he's doing well. Woo Woo takes the lead off TY, but consequently runs wide, runs in too deep, and TY takes it back as everyone else goes through the first corner then. And we've got Domingo in 6th place. He's now closing on Cyrex. Could he have a go for 5th place here? He might have a look into turn 2. He's on the inside, he's having a look, but Cyrex is, nope, he's wise to it. No way through for him. And Will takes 20 and takes 4th place. Will into third place, sorry. Will's into third, he's past Twerdy in the Audi, and the Honda goes into third. Meanwhile, further back, we've got Unforgiven and Neil side by side. Scott on the inside of Pash, trying to make a gap on the inside. Pash tries to close the door, but the BMW is already up the inside and takes 11th place. Off him, the two Jaffa Cakes cars still running together. Ninja still can't find a way past Domingo. As further ahead, Twerdy trying to counter-attack Will, but Sarex is on his case now. The two Audis could go into combat together. They are both independent. As we go into the hairpin, Will on the inside line in the Honda goes in, and Twerdy gets ahead of Sarex, just about. Sarex goes for the cutback, and they're both side by side out the corner now. They're going to get mugged by that Honda behind him. So they're all closing up here. Will's got a massive train behind him. Will and TY are pulling away in the TT in the Ford, but then Will's got everyone behind him chasing him. Here comes Domingo and Neil Farmack in the Honda and the Crown Athlete. More top speed in their cars, and they go make up positions. Domingo on the inside of Twerdy now, looking for 4th place, but Twerdy holds on to 4th for now. Neil Farmack passes Bidster, and Scott's up to 10th as well behind them. They're making their way up the field slowly. As we go into the next corner, Twerdy trying to defend from Domingo. Moves across a little bit and he gets it done. Ninja trying to go up the inside of Domingo, and Domingo's alongside Sarex now. Sarex holds on with the 4-wheel drive. He should be able to hold on around here unless Domingo can be really brave around the outside, and he is. Nifty could go with him here, and Bidster all together into the hairpin. Hold your breath as you go into the hairpin. Bidster on the inside, can't quite get anything done, but yet Scott goes round the outside of him in the BMW, the superior car, the BMW. And good move there, but Scott now to the inside of Ninja as well. The BMW is coming through, and he's trying to stick with Neil in the Crown Athlete. Don't want to let Neil get too far ahead because that car's quite quick. As the Will hold up train is sort of getting a bit manic now, as Scott goes to the inside of Domingo and Neil Farmack. He gets 2 in one go here. He's going to get good traction out the corner as well, and there he goes out the corner, gets the places. Domingo now under pressure from Neil Farmack. It's all happening here. Scott runs up to 6th place. Massive gain there, about 3 or 4 places in a lap. Incredible job. Meanwhile at the front, TY and Woo alongside each other. Woo for the lead on the inside. TY trying to hold on the outside, but the Focus will have the top end speed compared to the Audi. Into turn 1, Scott now looking at Sarex into the corner. But he's got alongside. Neil Farmack eats the gravel, and another car further back's gone off. Is that Thundercats? He's gone off, unlucky for Thunder. But Sarex now being passed by Scott round the outside. He's trying to hold on to the inside, but Scott will have the inside line for the left and should hold the position unless Sarex can be very brave. But no, the BMW drifts out wide and he holds on to 5th place for now. As Domingo has a little look at the inside, but then we've got Nifty, Ninja and Techno together. Nifty's gone backwards here. He's been passed by Pash, Unforgiven, and now almost Techno as well. So it's all happening in this race. Very, very entertaining stuff in this race so far. And the leaders are still swapping places. Woo is ahead in the Focus, but TY is doing all he can to try and stay with him. But I think the Focus has got this now, if he can just stay where he is, because he should be able to pull away on the straights as TY closes up in the corners. But as long as that Ford can sit on the line, it'll be fine. As Scott now trying to get past Twerdy. Twerdy goes past Will, and Scott trying to get past Will out the corner now. The Honda should have more top speed than the BMW, and he's going to pin him now behind the Audi, so good job by Will there. But now 3 wide down the straight. The Audi will be falling behind there. You can see the power difference. But the BMW's got some good power and it's keeping up with the Honda here. In fact, he's pulling alongside. Scott for the podium place here, from the back to 3rd. Can he get the 2 leaders at the front? Will goes around the outside of Twerdy. Sarex around the outside of Domingo, but Domingo's looking on the inside now. Neil Farmack trying to make it 3 wide, goes to the outside line as they both try and score. Neil runs out of track and he's now stuck behind the other Audi, and then he cuts in between them both. And now he's trying to follow Domingo through. Sarex to the outside, on the outside of Neil Farmack, then into the double apex left-hander. Oh, on the grass sideways. The Sarex runs out of track a bit there, but luckily the 4-wheel drive saves him. Neil Farmack on the inside now of Sarex as we all sort of go into car park mode and start slowing right down, and that's going to help everyone else further back to catch up, but they are battling themselves further back as well. We've got Pash and Unforgiven and Techno all together. Pash and Techno have been taking the time trying to get up the field. They've not really managed to get up the field as quick as Scott and Neil have, but they're trying the best as Neil works his way through the traffic, passes Bidster up the hill, passes Sarex up the hill. Domingo passes Twerdy up the hill as well, the power of the Honda. But now the Audi comes back in on the brakes on the inside line. He's got to try and do whatever he can to try and stay with him. But Twerdy and Bidster here and Cyrix are all about to be mugged, because they are going to be left behind by these faster cars. There goes Will. They're trying to get all the draft that they can. And Bidster might lose the place out to Cyrix here if he's not careful. Will 4th, Domingo 5th, Neil 6th. Pulled away a little bit now, and Neil's looking down the inside of Domingo into turn 1. He's on the inside of the Honda. The Crown Athlete moves into 5th place, holds the line. Good move there from Neil Farmack, and now he's got to try and get past Will. Bidster and Cyrix together having a nice little battle further back as well in the 2 TTs. Decent start for them in the TTs, but now Pash is on these boys, and he goes past them both on the inside. That's how much power he's got. He passes Bidster anyway, but Cyrix holds it around the outside. Can't get quite get past Cyrix, but Bidster is on the outside. He's trying to do his best, and he gets around the outside of him. He's got the inside now for the hairpin, so good job by Bids. The Racing Instinct is still there and not lost it. And meanwhile, Racing Instinct has been kicking in for Unforgiven and Ninja as well. They're side by side. Hyundai versus Honda. Southern Korea car versus the Japanese Honda, and the Honda around the outside. It will have the power up the hill as well, so I would imagine Unforgiven will get this place. There he is, he gets on the power up the hill and goes straight through. And meanwhile at the front, Scott is closing on TY and Woo Woo. 22.5, 122.5, and these guys run 23s. It's a matter of time before Scott's in the lead of this race, I think. And meanwhile, Neil Farmack and the Crown Athlete right behind Will now, pressurising the Honda, trying to go for a top 4. Needs to keep Scott inside as we go down the straight. Neil Farmack on the inside line is alongside the Honda. The Honda's got some good power though, but Will hits the grass on brakes, and that's not going to help him stop or his turning ability. Neil goes through into 4th place. A good move there from the Crown Athlete. The Skittles driver moves into 4th place. Will 5th, Domingo 6th, Pash 7th, 28th. Cyrix 10th, Techno 9th, sorry I missed that one out. Techno to the inside of Twerdy, but no way through. Has to watch out for Cyrix, and now Cyrix and Bidster still at it. The 2 Audis still battling each other in civil war. As we go into the hairpin, Pash taking a defensive line, and Bidster to the inside of both cars, Cyrix and Techno. Gets past them both on the corner, but Techno will have the power out the corner. Once he gets on the power, still 3 wide as we go up to the left-hander. Techno on the inside line, but remember the Audis have got better cornering than the Crown Athlete, and they drive around the outside of him. But Techno's holding on in there, sliding that Toyota with every single bit of grip it's got left. And up the hill, he should be able to get them both. Bidster and Cyrix still alongside each other, and he's still 3 wide into the hairpin. This is incredible. Still 3 wide. Bidster ends that by going through into 9th place. Cyrix then follows him through, but Techno, once he gets the power down, he will be passing both of them. So Ninja and Unforgiven are on the back of this as well. And we've got a car with a penalty there. Who's that? That's Twerdy with a penalty, and that might have been contact, but it was out the last corner, so he should be able to go around with it. Meanwhile at the front, Woo Woo in the lead. Scott has just took TY for 2nd place. Incredible from Scott there, and he's took the TT, and now the next target is the ST, the Focus ST of Woo Woo. And look at the lap time difference. It should be quite easy to do as Scott drifts that BMW round. Neil 4th, pulling away from Will and Domingo. The 2 Hondas going to fight here at in the complex. This second race has been awesome so far. Action absolutely everywhere, and it's still not over yet. We're on lap 9 of 14 of a 20-minute, roughly a 20-minute race. Bidster to the inside of Techno, no way through. And then we've got Unforgiven on the side of Ninja. Yeah, definitely a way through. A little bit of mirror contact, but nothing that touring car racing is new to. And Scott now looking for a way past Woo Woo. Woo Woo is, I wonder if he's on borrowed time here, because Scott to the outside of him. Woo Woo to the inside to try and defend the inside line. He's trying to do all he can, and he gets ahead out the corner, but again the BMW will have good straight line speed. We'll have to see what happens there. Meanwhile further back, Will on the inside of Domingo. They're still side by side into the hairpin. Pash is right behind both these boys now, and it looks like he's going to take them both because they're battling with each other, and the Pash is going to use that top speed of the Toyota and go through. There he goes, he gets one, and now he's got to get the other one. Down the straight, Domingo will try and defend into turn 1 best he can, but I'm sure Pash will try and get the cut back. He's touched the grass before braking as well. Oh, mirror to mirror, wheel arch to wheel arch. Incredible race in this. But Oh, Bidster goes wide. Bidster goes wide in the background. A rare mistake from Bids, and Twerdy goes through. Cyrex will probably follow, and Unforgiven's might even get him here with the Honda. The power of the Honda goes to the inside line. I don't think there's going to be a way through there, but Cyrex goes around the outside of Bids into 10th place. Firepower, and look at Ninja in the background as well, and Ninja holds on to 13th. What a race this is. I've not had a chance to breathe yet. Incredible. Techno going drifting in that Toyota Crown Athlete, but Will behind him. He's sort of gone a bit backwards in this race. He did well at first in the top 4 and top 3, but now being caught and passed by a few people, just losing his momentum a bit, and just needs to try and gather it back up and get it together. Meanwhile, Scott's trying to open the door, and Woo Woo literally just tap, tap, tap. But then onto the straight, the rear-wheel drive traction gets good traction, but the Focus is still no slouching on top-end speed. TY's still keeping with both these, by the way. He's doing well keeping the draft, but looks like Scott's just got the position. Yes, he has his pulls in front, so Scott goes from the back to the front in the BMW. So this shows you the power of the BMW, and probably good that he's using that car on his own, that no one else has chose it, which is quite lucky really, but because obviously it's up to people what they choose. But Scott with a good advantage here, and this could be a good haul of points for Scott. If he gets 2 wins at least, that's going to be a massive points difference going into round 2, and it's going to be good for him. And there's no weight in the championship, because it's all about when to use the car. As long as you use all 7 cars in the championship, that's fine. So you will see everyone in each car. The one car we've not got on track in this one is the Renault Megane. Not many people choosing that car in this one, but no one choosing it in fact. But oh, we've got TY and Woo Woo now alongside each other. That's Scott's cleared off, and now Woo Woo and TY battling at it. But Woo Woo uses the extra power, and TY, he's got good cornering, but again just not got the speed up the hill. And Woo Woo will now pull away unless TY can go for a dive on the inside. I don't see it happening. There's Techno, and now we've got Will, Twerdy, Cyrex all together as well. Got Bidster behind them, Unforgiven behind him, Ninja behind him, and Firepower behind him, so all very close together. There's the line of cars. Domingo and Pash together into the hairpin. Domingo defends the inside but goes wide. Pash gets on the inside line, on the grass a little bit as well, loses a bit of traction, but now onto the straight. Honda versus Toyota on power should be quite equal, so this could be quite fun. As meanwhile, Neil Farmack comes out of nowhere and takes 3rd place off TY, the Crown Athlete, doing well here, and again, more top-end speed in that car, so a good choice by Neil to probably use it here. And Woo Woo now is going to be the next target. 24.9 for him last time round, 24.6 for TY, and a 22.6 for Neil Farmack. 2 seconds, roughly just under 2 seconds faster. So really, really good performance here by Neil Farmack, and he's actually not far of catching up to Scott. Scott is on a 22.3 last time round. So TY, a bit of lag there from TY. Oh, could this be an issue for TY? Massive lag issues here, and could this be a disconnect for TY? I hope he doesn't disconnect, because he's done really well so far in this race. It'd be a shame to throw that away, but he hasn't yet, so we'll keep an eye on the 15 in the top corner. Meanwhile, further back, Cyrex, Bidster and Twerdy 3 wide through the hairpin. Oh, incredible stuff. Twerdy on the inside of both cars, all 3 Audis as well. Unforgiven's just waiting for one of them to fold, and then he can try and get past all 3 of them. In fact, he might be able to get past all 3 of them on the straight if he's patient enough. But Twerdy holds on to 8th place, Bidster holds on to 9th, Cyrex has to fold in 10th, and Unforgiven up the hill having a go in the Honda. Up the hill we go, Bidster on the inside of Twerdy, then into the hairpin. Bidster on the inside takes the position off Twerdy. Cyrex tries to get through as well. They make contact, that's going to help Bids get away. But now Unforgiven will power past both of them in the Honda. Or for all of them, should I say. But meanwhile, Pash is ahead of Domingo and Techno, all alongside each other now. All very alongside each other here, and Domingo, I think he's lost his controller. He's had to go into pause mode, so his controller's disconnected again, I think, from what happened at the last championship. As Pash he goes a massive slide there, and goes down to 7th place behind Domingo, even though he paused. Meanwhile, Unforgiven has passed all 3 Audis. I thought he would in the Honda with the straight line speed advantage. So he's passed them all and goes into 8th place. The TTs will now go into battle themselves, or they'll try and work together and stick with the Honda, but I don't see that happening. Obviously it'll happen in the corners, but on the straight, Unforgiven will just pull out the gap again. Unforgiven onto the defence then, Bidster onto the outside. Cyrex to the extreme outside, looking for a cutback, but Twerdy gets in there. Not who's there, it's Twerdy. He's on the inside, and he's trying to get alongside Cyrex now. Unforgiven and Bidster alongside each other as well. Massive battle back here for position. It's been an excellent race for Battles and a pure example of clean racing. This is how it should be. Incredible stuff. And these road cars really do bring out the best in some of our drivers as well, because obviously it's a bit of a, they are a bit slower, but they are more slidey, so they do take a bit more to handle and drive. Meanwhile, back into this battle at the back, it's Cyrex on the inside of Bidster. The Audi's still at war, and they're still keeping that Honda in tow as well, but that Honda will now pull away on the straight, and that'll be Unforgiven with the place, I reckon. But Bidster and Cyrex are going into war now on the last lap. So on the last lap then is Scott. He's gone from the back, 15th on the grid, to the lead. Incredible bike with the BMW as well. Obviously the BMW assisted him a bit, but again, you've got to choose the right car at the right time, and Scott has done just that, and he's pulled away at the front. Neil Farmack now in second place ahead of Woo Woo, so it's going to be Neil second, Woo Woo third. We've got TY in fourth. She's still here. He's not disconnected on us yet. Bidster in 9th, Cyrex 10th, Twerdy in 11th. So we go up to the hairpin. This is where the Audis could make life for that Honda very hard indeed, and they actually could have a chance of getting 8th place back here. Bidster to the extreme inside. He's got to have a go on the inside. Unforgiven gives him space. Bidster goes through on the inside and gets the corner, but then Unforgiven will be on the inside for the long left-hander. Here we go around the long left-hander. Unforgiven with Bidster on the outside. He's going to hold it on the outside, but back to the winner. Scott takes 2 in a row. Fantastic win for Scott in the BMW again. Winner 2 times in a row. What a start to the championship. Neil second. Woo Woo was going to hold on to third ahead of TY in fourth. Good positions for them. Pash is going to be in 5th place, and we've got Domingo and Techno at the last corner. They'll be 6th and 7th in that order as well. And then we've got these lot back here. Bidster 8th, Cyrex in 9th, is ahead of Unforgiven, the side-by-side to the line. Bidster 8th, and it's going to be Unforgiven that takes 9th back. Cyrex 10th, Twerdy 11th. And then we've got Firepower 12th, Nifty Dark Ninja 13th, Will 14th. What a finish there. Good racing by all people. And Thundercats will round off the 15, but not a bad performance to say. He's not feeling too well in this one, so well done, Thunder. So guys, we will now go to the replays of the race, followed by the results. And now let's take a look back at the replays from race 2. Okay, here's the first of the replays on lap 4. Let's have a look on board with Scott. We're looking at Neil and Domingo ahead. So Neil goes to the outside. Domingo's not seen him and runs him off the track there. So Domingo just losing awareness for a little moment there. And that allows Scott to go through on the inside. And then he gets on the inside of Domingo as well and takes 2 positions. Well done, a good move there from Scotty, and Domingo just not quite awake enough in that one. Here's a look at a little incident on lap 5. He's Unforgiven goes to the inside of Bidster, and then watch here, he gets a little tap there from Nifty. Goes straight on. Bidster says thank you, and was that in the script? But Nifty then does slow down and let Unforgiven go. But by doing that, Pash and Techno try and take advantage, and then they all go together into the hairpin. And Techno has a little slide there, and Nifty holds on to 12th. And now here's a replay of something strange. This is how Twerdy got a 1-second penalty, and he didn't even deserve it, but here we go. So Pash goes to the outside, and then we're going into the hairpin. Next hairpin's a right-hander. We just break on the inside a little bit late. Then listen, there, Pash hits us at the back end, just a little bit, but all good, and then Twerdy gets a 1-second penalty for it, which is absolutely ridiculous, but contact penalties luckily don't count. Okay, here's a replay on lap 11 of something we missed earlier on. So here we go into the hairpin. Will goes in quite quick there. He's running a bit too quick. He's understeering. He's getting the power on too early as well, and he just goes for a trip through the gravel. Gets back on the track eventually, but he's lost all this time. And now here's a replay on the last lap. This is something that happened to Techno. We're going down towards the first corner, and here we go. We break into the corner, but way too late. The back end slides out as he tries to turn into the corner onto the gravel, and then we see there Pash and Domingo just avoid him and go through into 5th and 6th place. So that was the replays of race 2. Now we go on to look at the results. So it is Scott who takes 2 in a row here at AUTOPOLIS. Well done to Scott in the BM, with Neil Farmack second in the Crown Athlete. The Ford Focus of Woo Woo for front-wheel drive on the podium, 3rd place. Then we have TY 4th in the 4-wheel drive TT. Pash is 5th in the Crown Athlete. 6th for Domingo in the Civic, with the Crown Athlete of Techno in 7th. Bidster 8th in the Audi, with Unforgiven 9th in his Civic as you go over the page. Then it's RX10 in the TT, with Twirdy in his TT in 11th. 12th is Firepower in the Focus, then it's the Genesis of Nifty in 13th. Will is 14th in the Civic, with Thundercats rounding off the 15 in his Audi. Fastest lap of the race goes to the M3 of Scott with a 1:22.1. And as you come back from that then, your winner is Scott there. Well done to him in the BMW. A fantastic win for him. We'll try and get a better shot into the next corner. But an ultimate domination there from Scott, from the back of the grid as well. And really showing his credentials here in the BMW. So we will see you guys next time for race 3, guys, for more exciting action with the N300 Touring Series. We'll see you then. Take care. Thank you all for watching race 2 there, an epic win there for Scott. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel as well, really does help us out, guys. And next time, it's going to be race 3 from AUTOPOLIS. Can Scott make it 3 in a row in the BMW? We'll have to wait and find out. We'll see you then for race 3.